Hi guys, and welcome back to my random thoughts. Today we're going to talk about an important topic, the Indian caste system. I know it's heavy, I know there's a lot to unpack in there, but this is something that I really wanted to talk about, and I was thinking, what is the right time to address this? Well, I found out there's never a right time to talk about it, so I went on Instagram and got the help of some of you to discuss this with me. I had asked a question, as Christians, should you follow the caste system? If yes, why? If not, why? So some of you have sent in your videos, so I am going to play those for you over here. I'm going to watch it on my laptop here, and together we're going to discuss what is happening in the Indian caste system, where are we going, and how can you and I actually do something about it. So keep watching. Here's video number 1.
So basically this caste system began 2000 years ago and was started by the Hindus with the objective of categorizing people based on their occupations. For example, if you were a priest, you would be at the top of this social status, and if you were a farmer or a servant, you would be at the lower level of this social status. So as time went by, this categorizing of people based on their occupation became something more hereditary, meaning to say if you were born into a priest's family, you automatically become at the top of this social status. And if, let's say, you were born into a farmer's family or into a servant's family, you were automatically at the bottom of this social status. So this is how the caste system works in India. So when we see this through a Christian context, I for one am definitely saying that we as Christians should not follow the caste system in India. We also see how as a person, this caste system started because of occupations, and through these present times where we see even a farmer or a servant's child can become a doctor or a lawyer, which is highly respected, or even us being well educated, we respect farmers because without them we would not be able to have a plate of rice, and we respect servants because without them we will never be able to get work done, etc.
Okay, so I put Ansley's video first because it was a great introduction to what the caste system is and what happens when we follow it. What is the structure looking like? So when you follow the caste system, you're contributing to a dehumanizing effect. So that means when you put all people on a socioeconomic scale or on a human scale, you are saying that there are people who are lesser than and there are people who are higher than. So then comes the question, who do you dehumanize and what is your intention behind it? So we're going to continue talking about these concepts. We're going to break it down. We're going to go into the core of the caste system and what it looks like. So in continuation, we have two gentlemen who have great thoughts about this. We're going to watch their video next.
There are 3 reasons based on which we can reject casteism as Christians. First is the scriptural authority. We believe that the Bible is the inspired word of God and we derive our principles out of it. But the Bible doesn't endorse casteism. Any multicultural society in the world will have the problem of discrimination, and there is a pain attached to it. But casteism is a very unique and systematic. If we take the racial issue in America, there is no textual basis to it. But casteism has a textual basis to it, and that text is not the Bible. And that is the fundamental reason why we should reject. Second is the moral validity. If you look around, there are so many social evils in our society based on caste system, like marginalization, oppression, denial of rights, denial of opportunities, poverty, so on and so forth, untouchability. They say that India's inclusive economic growth is affected by casteism. And also, Christianity teaches value. God values us. We are made in the image of God. And Jesus came down to give us value. He sought out that for that one lost sheep and gave it its value.
A lot of people make decisions based on their caste. Okay, whom should I marry? Look at the caste. Whom should I vote? Look at the caste. What job opportunity to take? Look at your caste. So we have to understand the implications of this. A lot of decisions are made looking at the caste of a person. Even if a person is not qualified for something, they still vote for that person just because they are of the same caste. Even if a person is, having all the qualities that you should look for, when you choose a life partner, they reject that person just because they're not of the same caste. But that's not the way we're supposed to be.
Yes, so to sum up their thoughts, the caste system is not about feelings or morality. It is about these three things. So number one, power, who gets to have it and who does not. Number two, resources, who gets to use it and who is worthy of it. And number three, acquirement, who acquires these resources and who does not. So when you follow the caste system, you're saying that these three things are embedded in your bones and that there is an unconscious ranking among us humans. So this blurs the line between culture, religion, and value system. It affects our decisions, it affects the way we talk, it affects the way we behave with different people, and ultimately it talks about who you are as a person. We're going to continue this conversation on the caste system, and we're going to watch this video from Priya.
During my childhood, I remember that I did not understand what caste means. But a few years ago, I learned that caste categorized people according to their ancestors' work. How can we judge entire generation based on their work? I was not born into Christianity, but when I started to understand the love of God towards us, I thought that every Christian believes in the same ideology. I used to believe that because they are Christians, they are perfect, and many times I was disappointed, and I quickly understand that I was wrong and that nobody is perfect. One thing I notice as a Christian is that we often mix religion and culture, but they are two very different things. The thing we need to understand is that we are all children of God. He did not give his life to any specific caste, but he gives himself to our freedom. It's for me, it's for you, and it's for the entire world.
Well, that was too real and very honest. So I'm glad you talked about it, Priya. When we talk about our culture and our religion, it is definitely something that's precious, and we take pride in saying that I associate myself with this culture, I associate myself with this faith. So when you follow a certain culture, there are certain practices and there are certain traditions that you follow. And when you are associated with a certain group of faith, you have some habits and you have some rituals that you practice. But most often, this is an automatic reciprocation of what you have been taught. So it's necessary to learn what your culture is and learn what the basics of your religion are. Because if you blindly follow your culture and tradition, you are contributing blindly to some of the social evils. So as much as you take the good, you must also research the bad. For example, when it comes to the textual religion of Christianity, the Bible observes hierarchy, slavery, and subhumanism. So if you don't know what your religion actually is, you might blindly follow this or even force someone into these three social evils, thereby giving yourself or somebody else a false sense of birthright. So to explore this false sense of birthright, this concept a little more, we need to look at the socio-economic levels in our society. So let me share with you some studies on this. To grow higher on your socio-economic status, you need to know and learn what you accept and reject when it comes to your culture and religion. So what you believe, what you hold dear, what you understand, and what you reject, and what you say this is not who I am is what will help you understand your culture and religion. And this is the main reason why people differ in their opinion, why there is difference in people, different denominations, different people groups, different perspectives. And knowing this is what will give people the right sense of birthright. So after knowing this, do you think the caste system gives you the right sense of birthright? Do you think it's fair for someone to inherit a caste when sometimes it's not even equal to their potential? We're going to watch one more comment from one of you guys. This is very important and very practical to what is happening today. So let's go ahead and watch it, and I will come back and talk to you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm here to say that Christians can use the caste system to build bridges to people of the same caste and even different castes. If that is a caste which a soul considers that they can be more trusted, then, and if you belong to that caste and if you want to talk to them about your faith, your words hold more credibility in their life. That is a way in which you can reach out to them. And also, when it comes to quotas and reservations, certain people who belong to a caste which is considered prestigious, if you think of a very upper caste, you might have them in your kitchen as a cook, but you still do not have them in your bathroom as your bathroom cleaner, and you still do not have them cleaning sewage around your house in manholes. And that is because they enjoy privileges because of the deeply rooted oppressive system of the caste, which is still in place and which still people benefit from. And that definitely means people still also do not benefit from it. So there has to be quotas where they do get uplifted. Now you also have, if you believe that it should be financially segregated and not based on caste, then the first place that we have to look is at management quotas and NRA quotas. That is where you have rich becoming richer and the poor becoming poorer. Why are we not looking at that and talking so much about caste-based quotas? And number 3, if you will be comfortable with someone who belongs to your own caste. That is how it has come into place. But the minute you say, I am more comfortable with this person because they are from this caste, or I am more comfortable with this caste and therefore I am going to do this, that is where our problem comes. You will be comfortable, but we have to still go through it and build a bridge to people even with whom we do not share our lifestyles. That is how we Christians have to be the salt and the light of the earth.
Yes, her comments were very real and very practical. And today we do see that there are different levels in the caste system. History tells us that though there were chances for change, for making the system better or for eradicating the system, there were chances for our ancestors and for generations before us. But instead of being receptive to this change, they have ignored the need for making the system better or even eradicating the system. So today we see that it has exploded and grown exponentially, and it's definitely causing harm to many peoples in our society. So ignorance is not the answer. I know it's easier said than done, but I wanted to give you an analogy of how this can be possible, how we can contribute just a little bit to changing or eradicating the system. So when we go house shopping, when we go to buy a new house, we always look for the new houses. We always look for the new properties, for the new construction, for the new build, saying that it will be suitable to your taste, it will be modern, and people will like it when they walk into your house. We tend to ignore the old houses, saying the upkeep is heavy, maybe it has little cosmetic things that needs to be changed, and that you don't want to bear somebody else's burden of upkeep. You don't want to be burdened with the things of the past. But in reality, old houses are the ones with good bones. Old houses are the ones with a good foundation. So if you can have a good base, if you can have a good structure, you can always make cosmetic changes to it. You can always make little upgrades. You can always furnish the interior the way you like it. and you can make it suitable to your taste. And this is the same thing that happens to the caste system. When you take the quota system, the base is good. It came into place to help people who don't get equal status to be benefited by certain privileges, to be benefited by certain opportunities. But because of certain evils, corruption, excuses, complacency, the beneficiaries are not helped. The immediate opportunity does not go directly to them. So how do we fix this, and what do we do about it? First, we need to stop saying that this is a thing of the past and I don't need to be worrying about the sins of the past. Though this is an age-old system, this is something that has so much roots, deep roots into it. Change will happen only one day at a time. So ignoring this is not the answer. To say that I don't see caste is not the answer. The answer is, yes, I see your caste. Yes, I know what caste you're from, but still I'm going to treat you as a human that you are. So in marriage, in job, at work, when it comes to watching people on the street, when it comes to watching TV or social media, it's always good to treat people fairly and treat people in a just way. And we also need to strive to bring a socioeconomic balance to our nation, to people in our society. And how do we do that? So there is the rich, there's a group of the rich, the upper caste and the upper middle class, and there's also the lower caste, the lower or middle lower caste group of people. So both of them need to come together. So the rich needs to give a hand to the poor man to give them opportunities, to raise them up to a socioeconomic standard so that our nation can have justice and equality. So we need to try to do this in practical ways in our school, when it comes to education, when it comes to sitting with someone during lunchtime. We can actually contribute to all of these things right from our young age. There's a beautiful quote I want to leave you with by Sikh teens. It says, "In the womb, we are not given any status." If we can follow this right from our childhood, then definitely we can make a change or see a change in generations to come. So, if you are from a lower caste, will you accept your life as an untouchable as a lower caste? Or will you change your mindset and live like you are just human? And if you're from an upper class, will you stick to your ego and your sense of entitlement? Or will you change that mindset and try to help other people around you so that they can come to a good socioeconomic status as well? These are the questions I leave with you today. Comment below and let me know the things that you are thinking about while you watch this video. If you want to answer these questions, let me know some examples. Give me some personal examples so we can have a conversation in the comment box. If you like this video, go ahead and share with your friends and hit that like button. I couldn't have done this video without the support of those who sent their answers, so thank you to all of you guys. And there were videos that we couldn't use on this Random Thoughts. They were either technically there were some problems, it was too judgmental or preachy, or it was propagating hate. So we didn't want to put those videos on here because with Random Thoughts, we want to inspire positive thought. We don't want to point fingers. We don't want to judge anyone or promote hate. We just want to make sure that there's peace and unity and inspire positive conversation in the comment in the chat box. So thank you still for your time and effort in making those videos. If you want to share your comments and if you want to be a part of Random Thoughts, definitely follow me on social media. You'll see my questions every now and then, so you can be a part of it. And if you want to learn more about the caste system and learn my personal experience, buy my book, The Courage to Identify Who You Are. It's available on Amazon and different platforms depending on the country and the region you're from, so check it out. There are promo codes and links in the description box, so you can definitely take a look at it and continue to support Random Thoughts, continue to watch these videos, hit the subscribe button and click that bell notification so you are the first one to know when videos like this release. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos and more thoughts are coming. I will see you in the next episode.